Hey, I'm Michael.
And I'm Liam.
And this is the Random Gamers Podcast.
Also known as RGP.
Hey! This is episode 1. Numero uno.
Numero uno, aye.
Well, I'm multilingual, so...
Multilingual,
you know.
you took German.
And
you're speaking Spanish.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't say bilingual, because I know all the languages.
Yeah, uno.
Yeah, like da's Russian. I know Russian.
Da.
Yeah, da niet, and other stuff. So, hold on. Yeah, so our Random Gamers Podcast, episode 1, featuring me, Michael, and him.
Me, Liam.
Yeah.
You know, it's already in the intro, so if you really didn't kind of names, that's kind of stupid.
Well, you know. So I'll mention something that I've been up to recently. Is I've been watching Digimon again. I've been trying to catch up.
What season you on?
I'm only on the first season, but it's so long that it's like 54 episodes.
That's not that long.
For a season, like
it's a wee bit
like
long.
TV shows last for like 10 episodes a season or something. Like Game of Thrones is 10 episodes a season. So 54 is like 5.4 times bigger than that. That took me a while to figure out. It took me longer than I'm proud of to figure that out.
Well, we've not done like any maths in just like 2 months.
Well, yeah, but we're going back to school in a couple of days, so...
Like 3 days.
Well, this will be out tomorrow, so that Wednesday we'll be going back to school, which is fun.
Wednesday, the 15th, maybe?
Something like that.
Let's see, the 12th is Monday, the 13th is Tuesday, the 14th is Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's
But
14th.
let's not talk about the date. Let's talk about... Well, it's called the Random Gamers Podcast, or Randomized Gamers Podcast. I don't even know the name of the podcast.
Yeah, it's...
Oh.
Yeah, we went through a wee bit to just try to figure out what the name was, so whatever.
Yeah, well, we're professional.
It's RGP,
Yeah.
alright?
Well, that's what the logo says.
Anyway, I'll just, because it's the gaming, I'll say what I've been playing for the past, just the past, hour we've been trying to set this up.
What are you talking about, Liam? This is... You know...
No, I'm going to tell the truth. This is a pain in the ass to set up.
Okay.
Anybody who hasn't done it doesn't know. It's annoying. Anyway, I've been playing a Pokemon ROM hack.
Oh, yeah?
Amazing.
What's it called?
Fire Red Omega.
Omega. So is there like alpha and beta and theta and...
You're hilarious.
Is it like a sequel? Omega's Z, isn't it? Or Z, if you want to pronounce it like that. You want to be a douchebag.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because, like, you know...
Oh, see, it's quite good. It's pretty much just Fire
Latin's
Red,
hard.
but it's got every single Pokemon up to, I believe, the 4th generation. Maybe.
So it doesn't have, like... I'm trying to think of 5th generation Pokemon.
I think you what one's the 5th generation are.
I don't know, it's been so long since I played the 5th generation.
I didn't care which ones it is. What one's the 5th generation?
Oh, like Black and White and Black and White 2.
Oh yeah, it's up to, it's no got them in it.
Okay.
Because it's got all the things that I can, like, my team right now is, I'll just go through them all. I have a Mankey called Brandle. A Electabuzz called Alistair. Started off as an Elekid, it was awesome.
Why not Alucard?
I've got a Breloom called Jonathan. Return of Jonathan.
Oh yeah, gotta have Jonathan.
Nidorina, called Hikorama.
Why
A
not?
Flaffy called Canny.
Flaffy, that's like the electric sheep Pokemon?
Yes, the electric sheep. Yeah. I've got a Barboach called Karake.
Is it not Barbroach? Because it's like a roach.
It's Barboach.
Yeah.
B-O-A-C-H.
I always thought there was an R in there somewhere. It's... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. They're all pretty decent. They're like level 25, 26.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be the Elite Four with that. I mean,
come on man, I've got a fighting Mankey electric Electabuzz with a fucking Ice Punch.
Ice Punch!
I've got a grass fighting Breloom that's got Headbutt, Mega Drain, Stun Spore, Mach Punch.
I never go with like Mega Drain and Giga Drain and that. I just think, cause like,
it was the only grass move I had, and I was going through Katie Fui rocks, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just take it.
It's cause like Leech Seed and that is just so useless. I never bother using those type of moves at all.
By the way, I totally hate my Nidorino. It's crap.
Just kill it.
Well, I was thinking I was going to start a Nuzlocke, and I'm kind of just doing a half Nuzlocke, as in I'm going to catch one thing for each area, but like some deaths I'll be like, fuck, I'll just not use it, but some I'll just be like, no, that's not counting, that is not counting.
Yeah, well, shouldn't we, I suppose people listening might not know what a Nuzlocke is, so...
Alright, Nuzlocke is pretty much Pokemon faints is deed.
Yes,
you can't use it again.
It's a different way to play the games. It's so to make them harder, because you know a lot of people have played through them all like hundreds and hundreds of times. It's not even a challenge.
But Nuzlocke is a challenge.
Well, yeah.
Especially if you think about it, like when you were fighting the Elite Four, your Pokemon did die because you use revives.
Yeah.
You can never use a revive. So if one dies, you then have to fight with 5 through the next Elite Four. So if you got to the last one and 4 of your Pokemon died, you take 2 left to fight the last guy.
The Elite Four in Diamond is the champion Cynthia is just, I don't even know where to begin. It's just she cheats pretty much. Well, it doesn't cheat, but it's just like ridiculously hard. But I managed to finally beat Pokemon Diamond, and I think that was back in April or something. And it was the first time I've ever like actually beaten a Pokemon game. I've played through like all of them, like got to Elite Four hundreds of times. Never beat them though. I could never beat Elite Four.
I've got near the end of some. I've got like halfway through Maced. The first one I completed was actually Yellow, and I was playing it on Visual Boy Advance, which is just pretty much it's a way to play Game Boy Advance games on your PC.
Yeah, so an emulator for your
emulator,
PC.
I pretty much just held space down to just zoom past everything, mashing A, just killing everything.
Yeah.
That was fun. I got everything on that too. I got Mewtwo and everything. I caught him with a Pokeball as well.
Really? What, with just one Pokeball, or do you, I take it we're just like spamming them?
Save states.
Right. Yeah. It's weird, because I remember I suggested a Pokemon themed name, and I can't remember what it is now for the podcast.
It was like HMO5.
Yeah, it was like HMO4, and I was like, we could be the Strength podcast, going from strength to strength, whoa. And then you're like, but then we'd have to talk about Pokemon, you know. And then literally, like, the first 10 minutes is just Pokemon.
Oh yeah, but we're not going to be talking all about Pokemon, because I don't care enough about it.
But near that. No, not really. I suppose we could just get like, you know, someone. Yeah, I don't want to name names, but we could get one of our mutual friends who knows a lot about Pokemon to come on.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't even want to hate is just Pokemon, because then we'd have to talk about just Pokemon.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have to. Like, I'm pretty sure there's plenty other podcasts. Like, I'm pretty sure there's one podcast with game in the title, and I'm not gonna name names again, but I'm pretty sure they don't talk about games all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll just give you a hint, as in they've rebranded very recently.
I was half aware of that. Yeah, but again, I don't want to mention other podcasts on this.
Yeah, I don't like give them publicity.
Well, you know.
Oh yeah, well, it's just annoying.
This is our podcast.
They don't want to bring the wrath of others.
They're popular. We're not popular. So if anything, they should be mentioning us.
Totally.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So games. So is that all you've been playing recently?
Well, no. Well, it's just I play Rogue Legacy every now and then.
Rouge Legacy. Yeah, that looks really good. By the way, I really want to get it, so I think I'll wait until. I'll wait until the next sale, because I'm pretty sure if it's like it'll be like £3 or something. I'll be like, yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah, it's quite what's the word for it? Annoying. With some like it really requires you to be decent at platforming and such.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pro at platforming.
Eventually, you just play it enough so you can hang splattering. Like I've played it for 24 hours, so yeah.
I got Mario for days.
Anyway, we should probably explain what it is.
I suppose.
I'll just go for it. It's
well, you have it, so yeah, you explain what it is.
It's a semi-roguelike, as in, yeah, it's pretty much you walk into this castle dungeon that's just randomly generated, and there's 4 bosses which you need to kill to get into the final boss bit. I'm not going to explain that.
As you do.
Who the final boss
Spoilers.
is. Pretty much you just go through, you collect gold, and when you die, you choose your heir for 3 different folk.
Air as in
classes.
H-E-I-R, by the way, not breathing air. Or is that how you spell? Yeah.
Yeah, that's H-E-I-R. Anyway.
I'll just cut that out. I'll edit that in post.
You're totally not going to edit it anyway.
Pretty
much, you choose your heir and you use the gold you collected to upgrade your castle, and that can give you increased health, damage, armor, mana, magic damage. You can get new classes, you can upgrade those classes, you can get like Death Defy, which is like it goes out, I think it's like 2.5% for every upgrade. Chance for you, when you die, you come back.
Yeah.
So I think there's 10 levels, so you can get it's a 1.5% chance. So you can get a 15% chance to come back, which is pretty ridiculous.
One of the good features of the game, which I think is real interesting, is like your heirs aren't like all your heroes aren't perfect. Like they can be like colorblind or farsighted or short-sighted, which
there's loads of different traits.
Yeah, which like I think that's a real interesting thing to put in a game.
It's a pain in the ass, some of them. Like, there's one that's, I think it's called the Vertigo, which is pretty much everything's upside down.
Whoa, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I never use anybody wait, because it's like, no. There's another one that's called, it's like electrophobia or something. It's you're scared of chickens. And you get, like, meat drops in the game, and they're actual chickens.
Yeah, like, what, like the Kokokos are from, Zelda.
Yeah, and you have to kill them. It's annoying.
I wasn't actually stupid enough, because one of our friends, I don't want to Declan was like, oh yeah, you should try and like kill the Kokokus or Cuckoos or whatever, and whatever, and I was like, no, because I was actually looking up. I think it was like a guide I was looking up, and it was like if you attack them, you just die. So.
Yeah. That's funny. That I always attack them when I'm near the outside, like the outside bit to get out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because then they stop chasing you.
It's quite funny though when they just go batshit crazy.
Yeah. So I guess speaking of Zelda, I haven't played it in a while. I really should get back to playing it, but when I bought my 3DS, I bought Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D with it. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's quite good.
I think I'm not at the Water Temple yet, which is I think one of the reasons why I stopped playing. I think I'm like right before the Water Temple. I've beaten the Fire Temple and the Forest Temple.
I hate the Water Temple. Is this the first one?
No, it's the second one.
So this is after you get there.
Yeah, I'm Adult Link.
I hate that temple.
Yeah, I had to go back and like do tons of crap to get the horse, because I didn't realise you had to get the horse when you're like young Link.
Epona's song.
Yeah, and then get the song, and then and then it took me ages to beat that guy in the race as well.
Really, it's not hard.
I know, he just cheats. It's not fair.
Yeah, the sitting water temple, I got stuck in that for like an hour, maybe 2. It was such a pain in the ass.
I got stuck in the first one for like that long.
Yeah, that is. Some folk was just like, it's like I actually went back. I was like, this is easy. How did I get stuck in this? It's just it's cause you didn't ken it. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And just go. It's costed that lassie. You have to take her everywhere.
Wow, it's so annoying. Although, like, I mean, I'm sure if you've seen it, but speedruns of that game are ridiculous.
Oh yeah. It's like 10 minutes. It takes you like 20 hours.
But there's this guy. and it was for the Summer Games Done Quick charity speedrun and marathon thing, and this guy ran Ocarina of Time in like 25 minutes, and I'm pretty sure he's got another run, and he's done it in like 20 minutes. Like I'll try and find it, and I'll put the link in the description of the video. But it's just, so I tried to explain it to other people, and they didn't get it. Like they were like, oh, like why, if you're gonna like cheat or use like a glitch or something to like complete a game as fast as possible, like what's the point? Like it would be more interesting if they played it through normally, but then it's like, that's a walkthrough though. It's not a speed run really.
Well, no, that's 100% speed run.
Well, yeah, that's 100% speed run, but
like you get any percent speed runs and 100%.
I think
runs.
any percent speed runs are more interesting because I like seeing like what kind of exploits the runner's gonna use. Because it's like, I don't know, it's like the demonstration is skill. It's just like, I would never be able to do that.
Some of the glitches are pretty difficult. Like I've seen a Super Mario Sunshine one, which is like, it's so hard because you need to jump back, do a backflip, and like float into it at like the exact angle. And it's the fact, if you get that, you save yourself like a minute, which is just ridiculous for the speedrun.
Wow.
But it's so hard to pull off. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, there's a glitch for Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, where instead of like using the boat to get everywhere, what you do is this glitch, where like what you swim like super fast, but you also have to memorize like the direction you're going in, or you have to go because you can't see anything because it's like you're constantly like bobbing up and down, and it's just really hard to see where you're going. Like that's just like, wow. But yeah, speedruns, they're fun. So you been watching TV, or you seen any movies recently or something? Appears there is a problem. I'll edit this in post, and unless I don't.
Right. Well, no. It's just I accidentally muted my mic there for a second.
Okay, technical difficulties. It's okay. We're back. So yeah, movies, or watching any movies or TV programs?
There was one thing that I've seen. I can't remember what it is though.
Supernatural, or that's actually.
No, I've
all right.
seen,
I mean,
I saw what is it? Despicable Me 2.
I saw the first one recently, actually. Better than I thought. It's predictable, I would say, but it's not bad because it's predictable.
I really liked the second one. It's quite good.
Yeah, well, don't spoil it for me, because I might, watch it.
I'll just say the wee minions are hilarious.
Yeah, they're always hilarious.
I think there's about 3 songs in the second one which they sing, but like in the mumbles, and it's so funny.
They're like minionese or something.
Yeah, minionese.
Minionese. Okay. Something.
That was racist.
Sure, right? It's not racist. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line I have Asian ancestors. So
like
something else we can discuss, because it was announced not too long ago. The new Doctor. The guy that's
oh yeah, they're like 80-year-old.
Well, he's not 80, but he looks about maybe 40s or something. A lot of people are complaining like, oh, he's not like young and handsome and that. I mean, no homo, but that guy, I would say he is handsome as
Look, let's be real.
fuck.
You're all the homo. You're all the homo.
Whatever.
Sorry,
but I'm just saying.
Things you've said.
We'll not get into that right now.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are complaining, and I've done this for the past couple of Doctors. Doctor Who, by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a British TV show.
Which everybody should watch. It's amazing.
It's pretty good. It's pretty popular, so the chances are you haven't heard of it are pretty slim, I would say. But
it's got a wee bit of things. It's just like, what? How does that make any sense? Like, there is an episode where a creates barbed wire with his sonic screwdriver. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but we might get that to a later date. Yeah, the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, or Capaldi. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounced it. I would say I'm not gonna judge him until I've seen him. Until like I've seen a couple of episodes with him. Which is I don't like that. I don't like how like a lot of the, I'm not gonna call it a fandom. The fan base of Doctor Who, like a lot of them are just hating on him. Right now, it's like you haven't even seen what he's like in the role. So
the thing is, the way I see the different Doctors they're all different personalities. Like if you think the one before David Tennant, the bald guy,
Christopher Eccleston,
him.
the bad guy in that G.I. Joe film that we don't talk about.
Yeah, anyway, that guy, his one is like he was like completely depressed at the fact that he'd been murdered, like
the Time Lords.
Folk. Yeah, that's kind of a spoiler, but no, really.
Spoiler.
Eventually.
Really, I mean, it's not that big of a spoiler. It's not important to the story though.
Oh yeah. Anyway, his one was that, and it was like Rose being with him. Then like David Tennant coming in, he like let it go, and David Tennant was the best in my opinion. Matt Smith, I've actually had some folk go like Matt Smith and David Tennant were similar. No, they weren't. Matt Smith, like David Tennant.
Matt Smith was more childish, I would say. His Doctor was a bit more, like childish, if you know what I mean.
You came, I would say he was a wee bit more human. Like David Tennant. I also didn't like Matt Smith's because David Tennant's was his entire thing was just he knew like pretty much how everything worked and he fixed it just figuring out the faults.
He was like the
Matt
smart
Smith,
one.
Yeah, Matt Smith. It's like for the entire thing, he just didn't know what things were. He was surprised by everything, and I did not like it. It just felt a wee bit.
Well, I suppose there were. What I don't like is I don't like how. I mean, I was okay with like the relationship that they were trying to set up with. They were trying to like. Rose was David Tennant's like love interest, and that's why I kind of like the first season with Christopher Eccleston of the rebooted Doctor Who, because it wasn't there. They were just like traveling together. They weren't like together, and I didn't really like that. So I don't really like the new companion. Like the new companion, Clara. I mean, she's fine. Whatever, she's interesting. But I don't like how they were trying to set them up to have like a relationship, if you know what I mean. And then a bad.
Really? Yeah, I kind of what you mean with it. I kind of liked it how it was.
I mean, I just think like he's like 1,000-year-old alien. It's kind of weird. It's like Twilight, where Edward's 100 and Bella's like 18. Wait.
Yeah.
And then like
we are not going into Twilight.
Why not? Twilight. I mean, I've still to read the last book. I'm like a third into the last book, and I haven't read it.
Look, I saw the first two films. The first film was dark, and when I say dark, I mean the lighting was dark.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck's wrong with the lighting?
Well, the last one's probably the best.
Is that just because of the fight?
No, the fight's terrible, and I don't care about spoiling it. But the thing I hated was like, because people die, like important people die in the battle, but then it's like, oh, it turns out it's only like someone's like vision of what's going to happen if they do fight, and it's like, come on, seriously, like Harry Potter was way better because like quite a lot of people died, especially in the last film. So
I didn't like the last couple of Harry Potter films.
I didn't like the 5th and 6th really, just because
when I watched it, the Goblet of Fire was the best in my opinion. Then it just went down.
Yeah, I didn't really like the 5th and 6th like films and books because like Harry's just like, especially the 5th one, he's just like angsty. It's like, oh, nobody help me.
See,
you know,
the biggest problem I had was the Ron Hermione thing. It pissed me off a wee bit. Well, I said a wee bit.
Oh, the bloody love triangle with Lavender. It's like, that's one of the reasons why I hate the 6th one, because it's like, it's all about relationships and that, and I'm like, I don't want to bloody listen or watch or read about this. I want to read about him fighting Voldemort or...
See, the biggest thing that I hate is...
Oh, sorry, Hugh must not be named. I'll edit that in post.
Yeah, we're gonna edit a lot of things in post.
Yeah,
But
I'm lazy. I'm not gonna edit it.
anyway, the thing is, like with that, I didn't like. I think it was the fifth film that Hermione and Ron are actually together.
Nah,
At that
it's the fifth one is when like they're like getting there, but nothing's like said.
Oh yeah, but I didn't like how it was. It just
The,
pissed me off.
I would say they're all good films, but definitely the earlier ones are probably the best, with the exception of maybe the last two, like the seventh, the Death of Hallows. I would say that film's pretty good because I always thought the book wasn't the longest book in the series, but it felt longer. So I was like, how are they going to turn that into a film and have it feel like the length of the book was? But I think them splitting it up into two films helped it, and I really liked the last two, I suppose.
See, I never actually I saw the first part of the last film. Then I got to a point I just couldn't watch it anymore. It was just I just hated it. I just could not get through it.
Well, I suppose we each have different opinions. But the books are probably some of the best books I've ever read, I would say.
I've read the first book when I was weird. I've never got round to reading the next.
The weird thing is, I bought, I can't remember what, I think it was in like primary 3, so I would have been about 8 or 9 or something, and there was a book thing at school, and it was like after school, and I went home and I was like, Mum, I want to get a book, and she's like, alright, I'll come up with you, and I got the second book, and that was like the first one I read, and then I got the rest for like Christmas that year, and I've read like, and I maybe put like a picture of it up in the description, but like especially the first two, like all of my books, like they've been read so many times, like they've started to not fall apart, but like you can tell they've been read tons of times. That's how much I like them.
Oh yeah, see, you're talking about like reading the second book in a series. That happens to me with Darren+shan books.
I never got into them.
Like,
I never got.
Yeah, they're quite good. I like them. It's like he's got two like series. He's got like Vampire series and Demonata. The Demonata ones, I read the book like I think it was the 8th book in the series because I got it in an airport just to something to read.
Right,
so I read
enough.
the 8th, then I read the first one at scale, second one, third one. I read the rest. So it's pretty funny.
But
They're good series of books. You should read them. Both the series are quite good.
well, for recommending books, I would recommend the Inhertince, not trilogy. It's the Inheritance cycle. That's a good series of books. Also, the Artemis Fowl books by Owen Colfer, good books, and the Skullduggery Pleasant books are quite good. Because I actually got Connor into reading the. Well, no, I didn't get him into it, but he was like, should I read it or whatever? And I was like, yeah, you should. They're pretty good. So I think he's on the second one.
Yeah, I've got a lot of books that I would recommend, but there's a lot of them. Like
what I don't want, like, I don't know, like I've kind of been getting into. I say getting into. I've been wanting to get into anime a bit more, kind of just because like. I've watched. Okay, you go.
Yeah, I watched anime. Like I started watching it was it like a year, maybe 2 years ago. I started watching it. Then I got to a point where I was like, oh, I really want more of this. So I started reading the manga. Then I've just started just reading manga constantly, and it's.
Well, the thing about manga is, I don't like having to read it backwards, and I can't really read anything on my computer. So
yeah,
I just. I don't know, for some reason.
Yeah, there are a lot of.
I can't do that.
The reason I did actually start reading it was mostly for just to like get more, but it also was the fact that there wasn't any, like I had already read, watched basically all of the anime that I would want to watch.
What's your top 3 anime?
That's hard to. Like I liked a lot, and it's incredibly difficult for me to remember all of them.
You know, it's a good anime, right? Really good. I only watched the English dub, which, you know, it's a good dub. It's not like crap, and I don't like having to read subtitles, so I don't normally watch subbed. Was Cowboy Bebop is
Oh yeah, I've heard that that's quite good. I've never actually seen it. I never got into it.
Yeah, because I watched like it was like a top 20 badass anime characters by that Giguk guy.
Oh yeah, him.
And number one was the main character Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, well, you know, that guy's saying like that's his favorite, one of his favorite animes. I'll watch it. I watched it and I was like, I finished it and I was like, it's a good anime. And another good anime is I watched Death Note.
Oh yeah, Death Note is fuck. Actually, Chaos Head, that's something to watch. It's
Chaos Head. I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. Death Note, let's just get that in.
Fantastic.
I love Death Note.
The last 12 episodes, I'm pretty sure it's 12.
Oh yeah, the last couple is just like, oh god, what happened to you, man?
It's weird because it's like that's not a spoiler, but Light's the bad guy.
But he's badass as shit.
Yeah, I know. So like, I was like, I kind of want him to win, but then other times I was like, I kind of want L to win. I was like really conflicted, but I suppose that's what made it kind of good then, if you can root for both protagonists.
Oh, yeah. There's also that whole like tennis battle thing where they were constantly trying to think what like if they should win or they should let the other person win. Some struggle. It was so just like, the fuck.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
That was the greatest moment ever. Like anybody who's seen Death Note kens that moment.
Yeah, the potato,
the
potato chip.
Everybody kens at what point it started getting crap.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about at what point, because that'd be a spoiler.
Yeah.
But
and that's something like, it's been out for a while, but I still, wouldn't want to spoil it for anyone.
Oh yeah. Like Death Note is good. It's like, it's that entire thing where well, we should probably explain it a wee bit. It's pretty much Light Yagami gets a notebook, which if he writes
he
the
finds
name of the
it.
person. Oh yeah, he finds it. Well, that's it.
Well, you said he gets it, but I just said, like, clarify, he finds it lying on the ground.
He finds it, and it's from a Shinigami, death god.
Yeah.
Is his name Ryuki?
Yeah. Cross-dressing.
Pretty much, if he writes in it a name while thinking of that guy's face, and he writes like a way for him to die, it'll die that way or something.
Yeah, well, what happens, like, if you write someone's name and then while thinking of their face, if that's all he writes, then within like 40 seconds that person will die of a heart attack, unless he writes the cause of death. And he uses that to try and kill like all the criminals in the world, to try and rid the world of like evil or something.
Yeah, he'll become the god of the new world.
Yeah.
It's like, why he's crazy. It's really good. It's really like mind bendy, as in like how he does it. It's like you'll be watching it along, and then somebody who's close to getting him will just like die or something, and you'll be like, how the? And it just flashbacks to everything how it done it. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the way he like plans some crap. I'm like, just how?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like Chaos Head. Just transition now.
Transition.
Chaos Head is...
Got a segue, Liam.
Nah, whatever. Anyway, Chaos Head is quite good because it's pretty much... It's quite mind-fucky. F-bomb dropped. Anyway. It's like... It's really... You're like...
Watch out, Nagasaki.
You're trying to show some things that, like... And you'll be like... You'll come up with a thing for it to happen. Be like, alright, so this is probably how it happens. Then next episode, like... Alright, so it doesn't it? Then you'll come up with another way it happening in that episode. And it's like everything makes sense. Next episode, nah.
Nope.
And it kind of goes like that. Then at the very end, you're like, oh, fuck, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's really good. There's a like sequel to it, kinda. It's set in the same universe. It's called what's it called? It's Chaos Head and something else.
I don't know. I suppose we should like put wiki links or whatever in the description, so like people can look up what animes we're talking about. So
yeah,
yeah.
I can't remember if I remember what it is. By the end of this, I'll link it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is.
Well, we can just look it up after the thing. But another anime that I've seen. Have you seen Black Lagoon?
I've seen bits of it. I've never actually seen
It's a lot of swearing.
Yeah, is it no like I'm pretty sure if I saw a review on it, like it was just a bunch of crazy women destroying things or something.
Well, it's like, it's an anime that follows like it's the Black Lagoon Company, which I'm pretty sure I think it's been a while since I've seen it. They're like smugglers or like they transport stuff, and it consists of a few people like this. Damn it. I can't remember the main cast, but like there's a. I'm just gonna say this. I don't care if people get offended. If you're offended, then okay, I'm sorry, but whatever. There's a black guy, and then this crazy lassie, and then this like the tech guy, like the geek that handles all the computers, and then they've to like kidnap this like business dude, and then for some reason something goes wrong, and he ends up joining them. It's pretty much just action, but it's like it's hard to describe. Just stuff happens, people get killed, guns and explosions, and swearing and crazy chicks, pretty much.
Sounds like a Saturday night for me.
But yeah, yeah, the review I watched of it first before I actually watched the episode, the anime, was the guy was saying like the dub's probably better because like everyone has different nationalities, so like they're not all Japanese. Like there's like a Russian, there's like a Chinese lassie, the business dude, he's Japanese. It's just like it's more like international. But yeah, it's good. I think there's a sequel. It's like Black Lagoon: The Second Barrage or something. But I haven't watched it.
An anime that I watched recently that I've not finished yet. iShield 21, which it's just I don't know how to explain it. It's about American football.
Oh, right.
And it's all right, but the main character he's been bullied a lot, so he's like weak. He's not got much confidence in himself. And it's like he does this. He's like lightning fast, but it's good. I like how it is, but he's got no fucking progression. He doesn't. As a character, he does not progress. He just every single match is the exact same routine.
Right. That sounds like it might get a bit boring.
Yeah, he just gets his ass handed to him. Then he realises
friendship.
Slowly realises he can fucking do it. He can get faster. He gets in the zone. Then he just legs it past him after getting his ass handed to him like 50 times. I like it's not just focusing on him. There's loads of other folk on the team,
right.
And I actually prefer the episodes focusing on them because they actually progress as a fucking character.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the main character, his name's Senna. He progresses, but he just doesn't progress that much.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's I don't know, character progression. Well, the thing I kind of have a problem with anime is especially like I just hate the main I hate if the main character is like just a whiny bitch. It's just like jeez. Like,
yeah, I do hate that. It's just like you can kind of deal with it for a couple of them, but after you've watched like 20 of them like that, you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill them.
Like one anime.
That's why there's a lot of things that I like. I went through a thing where I just read manga where the main character was just a complete badass, and he just did not take any shit from anyone, and it was so fucking. It's so gay. But there's one thing, right? I seriously wish this was an anime, but I didn't think it is. It's a manga called Holy Land, and it's just. I've read it like 8 times there. It's amazing. It's just like it's pretty much this guy. He learns like boxing. He's like being bullied a shitload, and he's like on the streets, and he's just like the way he is. He's just sitting on the streets trying to find who he is, fighting folk because he looks quite weak, and they fight him, and he always fights back.
Right.
And it's so gay because it's just him as he slowly gains like.
Let's try not to be homophobic here, right?
Anyway, it's just like it's good because he just like slowly gains confidence, he gains who he is. Then somebody like fucks with him too much, like he might have gained like a couple pals, and somebody beats the shit out of one of his pals and like breaks all his bones. And it's oh my god, they're the best moments because he goes so crazy and he just like flips a switch to murderer mode and just starts wrecking.
That
like it doesn't actually kill anyone, which it's alright, but it's so amazing, some of the fights.
That reminds me of an anime called I think it's like Baccano. Like one of the characters in that, like he's like really strong, but like he hates violence. But then like he'll just like suddenly like just flip and he start like punching the crap out of folk. That kind of remind me of that.
It is quite good. That it's fucking amazing. Yeah, Baccano is quite.
I haven't watched it, but I watched a review on it.
Yeah, there's a character in that most badass characters or whatever it was.
Yeah, the top 20 badass characters. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just mental anyway. Yeah, that's it. I really do think, like, even if you do read like manga, you should read Holy Land just because it's worth it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites. And if they made it in an anime, I'd just be like, "You beautiful God, thank you."
Yeah. So.
Like,
go.
It can be quite dark.
Okay,
It's
not dark as in brightness, but dark as in like.
Yeah. Okay. Like there's drugs and shit, that type of thing.
So speaking of anime, there's a new anime. Well, it's not anime in the technical sense because it's made by American people, but
What?
Ruby is
Oh yeah.
came out. I think there's like 5 episodes or something. 5 episodes or something.
I'll just check.
But so have you watched any of the episodes of that or?
No, not really.
No, I've watched all of them up to all of them that are out, but it seems
there's 3 episodes, but why the episodes got a part 2? So there's 4.
Right, okay.
Technically.
Well, I was one off, but yeah, it's very. I would say it's quite good. The episodes are quite short. They're not like 20-minute episodes like normal animes.
Yeah. It does seem quite. I've seen some bits and it seems quite alright.
Yeah, it's the action seems to be quite good. The voice acting's it's not like professional level.
Oh yeah, that's to be expected for what it is. It is quite like it's a newbie thing. Like,
well, it's like an amateur production.
Yeah, amateur. That's it. I couldn't think of the word.
Which if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'll put a link in the thing. I'm pointing downwards as if like there's a camera, like they can see me pointing downwards. So
you did that all the time. Like I kind of when I'm talking, I'll sit and like make hand motions like I'm actually talking.
I haven't been doing that though, which is weird because I normally would do that, and now that that's been mentioned, I am doing that, which is very strange.
All the time. It's annoying.
Well, it's.
So yeah, that's anime.
That's the anime part. Yeah.
I think we actually talked about anime more than everything else in this.
Yeah, so it's been Pokemon, a little bit of like films. I think I mentioned like a film or something, and then anime, which is kind of weird.
I think we should transition back to some games.
Some games, yeah. So.
Just check my Steam library.
I've been playing.
Oh, yeah.
Crackdown was free, or is free on Xbox 360 for Xbox Live Gold members. So if you haven't picked that up and you have a Gold membership, you should go pick it up now because it's quite good. I'm having fun. Like I've died quite a lot of times. The combat's iffy, but I would say it's better than some other games.
Yeah, it's a good game. Like I've no got an Xbox Live Gold, so
yeah, well,
but I did play it when I actually had an Xbox Gold, and I loved that game. Especially, it was such a fun game to play, just because it's like you've got no jump, but once you get to level like 2, 3...
Yeah, I think I'm on level 3 jump, and it's just ridiculous. Like I keep thinking like, oh, I can't make that jump. I'll try it, and it's like, oh, I did.
I love the game. Just I like the way you're leveling things up. Like the more you use something, you leveled it up. Like
yeah.
If you killed folk with grenades, you leveled that up, which it was impossible to get. But then you get a rocket launcher, and you're just like everybody's dead.
Yeah.
It's level 5.
Everyone dies. Yeah, like
It was a fun game to play, and I never realised it until I had played it for like 10 hours. But you could take vehicles you can like on the streets and take it back into your base, and you can get that.
Oh, can you do that?
You can. You can drive it into your base, and that's how you unlock that vehicle in your thing.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, I never realised that. It doesn't tell you anyway.
I don't know. I was trying to get the achievement for getting to the top of the agency building.
Oh god, that's annoying.
I mean, I was like, it shouldn't be too hard, should it? It's harder than it seems. Very, very annoying.
If you're gonna do it, I would say like level 4 jump. 5.
I think I had level 3 jump.
Yeah, I'd say 4 minimum. 5 would be what you'd want, but you could probably do it with 3.
It is possible with 3, but I think it would be impossible
like,
with 2. 3's the minimum you could do it with.
Yeah, what I enjoy the most with that is you can get level 5 like jump things. Like pretty much to upgrade your jump, there's these sphere things on the map, which if you go across, you get some XP for your jump. And they're all different levels. You have level 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s. And you're only meant to get like level 3s if you're level 3, but you can get level 5s if you're level 3. If you're
good enough, kind of.
Cheating enough,
well, yeah.
If you do it the right way. And it's so satisfying once you get, it's like, yeah,
I'm not sure can you grenade jump in that?
I don't think so.
Cause I think you would jump too high, like you would be able to jump out of the grenade blast if past a certain level. But I suppose you could maybe use that to get like, if you're level 1 to get like level 3 stuff maybe, or level 2 stuff.
Probably level 4 if you're heading off. Come on, if we're talking about grenade jumps, Borderlands grenade jumps. I love that game with that.
I've never tried grenade jumping because
oh, it was so fun.
The people I was doing 3-player co-op with decided just to not play it anymore. So
yeah, if I still had my Xbox Live Gold, I would play it, but because I love that game just to I played through it multiplayer a lot, and I'm just this is how I started off. Like I started off playing single player. I was a hunter. I sniped things for distance, using my pistol. I was like kind of sniper. Then multiplayer. I used sniper first run. Second run, I was kind of using my machine guns and shotguns. But the third run, I realised I can run in with a shotgun and kill things when I get downed, and just because what happened was everybody stole each other's weapons. Yeah. So it was first person who gets it. So we all just rushed, and I was the best at it because I had the hunter as well. So you jump, throw your bird, and you get downed. The bird will kill someone and get you back up.
All right. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. So yeah, I need to take a toilet break, and I really don't want to do this. So
all right, I'll just be filling in.
Yeah, you just like talk about something, tell the audience whatever.
Right.
Don't do whatever the hell you want.
Right, whatever. So anyway, the Borderlands grenade jump, it's quite useful, and it's because you can just jump up anywhere. Like, if you're good enough at it, you want either the sticky or the teleporting ones. You want the sticky ones the most. Like, I managed to get outside the map wet easily, like multiple times, and there's also like multiple areas where if you get the stickies, you can throw it against the wall higher up, jump, the bottom one blows you up, and then the second one blows you up even higher, and with this you can pretty much get to chests before anybody else even gets close to them. So it's just pretty much a multiplayer, cheat the system, steal all the weapons for everybody, be a dick. There's also the whole thing Borderlands is a good game. Not played the second one.
Okay, I am terribly sorry about that. So unprofessional. But now I'm back. Okay, what were you talking about? I'm curious.
Nah, I just finished the Borderlands grenade jump.
Of course, right.
101.
Crash course
saying,
in
like, Borderlands 2.
launching.
I never played Borderlands 2. I've seen it. I wouldn't like to play it. It doesn't seem
well,
that
from what I've heard
good.
From sources.
Multiple sources.
Yeah, multiple sources. It's good. Like, it's a good game, but it's not as good as the first.
Yeah, if you're going to play one, play the first one. And the thing is, like, the way I saw it, it doesn't seem that much different for the first one, so I'd already played the first one to death, so it doesn't feel like I should be, like, if I play the second one, I'll not play it for long.
So, yeah, the thing I like about the Borderlands art style, it's cel-shaded, which I'll maybe put, like, a picture of a screenshot or something in the thing, if you don't know. But, like, if you think about, like, realistic graphics, or I'm doing air quotes here, realistic graphics, like in Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo, I suppose, when graphics get a lot better, they're going to look outdated, they're going to look bad in comparison. But if Borderlands is still going to look good, because it's not trying to be realistic. So I think that's that's something that's really interesting. Where it's like, I wish more games would go not cell shaded, but didn't go with complete realism.
Yeah.
Because
I'll take a quote for pretty much Yahtzee or Zero Punctuation.
I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah. Everything's pretty much it's grey. And just that, it's all grey.
Yeah, like, why would you want to be realistic? Because like the real world is not great.
Yeah. You want it to be vibrant and full of colour.
Yeah, which is and I'm gonna go like. That's why I kind of liked Halo 3, because everything wasn't like realistic. Everything was like bright, and like
I never played Halo 3 for that long. I played through the campaign, and I just didn't play.
Well, that's another game that apparently was announced to be free at some point in the near future on Xbox Live for Gold members.
That's a decent thing. So,
yeah, like all the armor colours for like your character, or whatever, they were all like bright. There was nothing like. It's hard to describe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Halo 3 was a good game.
I would say it's probably one of the best. I think Halo Reach was one of the worst games. I didn't like it at all. I mean, it looked good. I didn't like.
Yeah, I've not played. I played Halo 3, Halo Wars, and I've not played any more after that.
Yeah, I've got Halo 4, and Halo 4 is alright.
Yeah, I've not played
but
it. I never go.
I'd say my favourite's probably. I haven't played the first one, so I'd say my favourite's probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, the thing is with Halo 4. Halo 4 came out when I had stopped pretty much using my console, so.
I mean, it's alright, but the campaign gets a bit. The thing is, like, I didn't like Halo Reach's story. The gameplay was okay, but with Halo 4, I didn't like the campaign gameplay, because all it was maybe spoilers. You just went about and plugged Cortana into like different things, and that was
plugging Cortana,
and then like fighting a bunch of enemies, and moving on to the next bit, and then plugging her into something else. Whereas the story, I did like the story, and it kind of went back to Halo 1, Halo 2, where you were just on your own fighting like a lot of enemies. Where you weren't like part of a team or whatever, you were just like going on your own. You weren't fighting alongside other people very often, which I liked.
Anyway, now I'm on like the Halo 3 multiplayer, just the Halo multiplayer. I never played it that much.
I played the custom games a lot.
I never actually played them. Like, I've heard folks say it's like, oh, the custom games are really good. I never played them.
Well, if you've got got maybe like at least 3 or 4 friends or something, and then you've got like a bunch of maps, or like if you just go like finding some like if you find good maps, and then if you've got like a 3 or 4, like I would recommend like 4 or 5 friends if you have that many. I don't.
Might just be a loner.
Even if like you join match, if you go multiplayer and be like, hey, anybody want to play not multiplayer, custom games with me? Because it's really fun. I would say that's probably one of the best features. Like the campaign was okay. I wouldn't say I had much replayability value unless you wanted to complete it on the hardest difficulty. But once you've done the campaign, the custom games were great. You would have like a great laugh. I suppose it kind of goes back to like. I haven't participated in one, but like LAN parties, like way back.
Yeah, way back, man. Jesus.
Yeah, that was probably like the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox One.
Actually, like reminds me of like when I played WoW, it was ages ago. I played it. I was never
WoW.
like
RuneScape's the way to go.
I never like really done much of the party thing. I kind of just went and done it myself.
Yeah.
But I did eventually like do some things, and it was a lot better. Like I loved the feeling of just you go into a dungeon where like a group of like 5 of you, 6 of you. This is just like a wee dungeon, and you still destroy it. Like
yeah,
and you all work together to do it. Like,
well, when you're playing like when you're doing like raids and that, and WoW, you have to communicate.
Yeah, and I like the idea of that. Like, there's also like PlanetSide 2. That's a shooter MMO.
Yeah.
That game pretty much relies on cooperation, and I really like it because of that. I've not played it much.
Yeah.
I would like to play it more, but I just never find the time.
Yeah, I have something to confess. It's like I don't know what it is. It's like something like social anxiety or something. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with talking with strangers online for some reason.
Well, that's a reasonable thing to do, man. It's just like...
Well, no, it's just like...
Folk are quite...
Some people, I'll join like a game, like a multiplayer game, like, hey guys, well, and I'll be like I'll just be sitting there quiet. I don't know why, but...
Yeah, I'm the type of person who I want to like initiate, like I want to be the person who will just talk. If somebody's talking, I'll probably like just like a couple folk are, just say it was like a game of like 4 folk, and like two of the folk are talking, I'll like put my headset on and start talking.
Like I'll listen,
Discuss, like,
and like if someone, like a good example of this, I was playing Team Fortress 2, and I think we're playing Payload or something, and I could hear everyone, but I just wasn't talking because. For that reason, I suppose. And like the guy was healing me, I went soldier, and he was like, "Oh, shoot your rocket at your feet because the Uber charges faster if you're injured." So so he was like, "Yeah, just shoot your rockets at your feet." And I was just like, "I listen, but I won't talk. Like I'll do what you tell me to do." Because I always assume that if someone's telling me to do something, I'll listen and I'll probably like do what they're saying because I assume they're better at the game than I am.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when I played Left 4 Dead 2,
good game.
Like I used to join all survival games and just play them with folk. And actually, like, you need to listen to folk if you really want to get far.
Yeah.
And it was like
You have to
it was quite good
communicate.
that I was sitting. There was one thing, it was stupid. We were just pretty much a bunch of folk who were playing a pills tag, which you just get one bottle of pills and just throw it at people, and whoever's got it is it. And it's hilarious because you're sitting legging it. It's like, come on, mashing left trigger, like, give 'em it, and you throw it to them, and you instant turn around and leg it. But if you're good enough, you can like, what do you do if somebody's chasing you? You turn around, mash left trigger as well, so when they give it, you just throw it right back, and they'll just turn around and start running. And no realise.
Game. So another game I've been playing is Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem, and for the 3DS.
Oh, yeah,
Good game. It's Fire Emblem's quite hard, even on the easiest difficulty. It's pretty difficult because I don't know, the AI or something's pretty smart because there's like, you've got like a healer. You start with a healer on your team, but she doesn't have a lot of health, obviously. So if you leave her open, then the AI will like deliberately just go for her to try and kill her, which is annoying. So I don't know, there must be like some kind of algorithm or something that says, like, you know, if someone's like quite vulnerable to whatever, you know, attack, and just keep attacking or something.
Yeah, the thing I like, I never played the DS1, I've not played it, I didn't have 3DS, but Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem 7, the Game Boy Advance one was the one, and I loved that game, played it like 3-4 times through.
Nice.
It was a really good game to play, just the way it was, and I like the way it, like, I like the RPG like class system thing on it.
Right.
And I like the idea of it. It required a lot of tactical thinking.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
That's the thing. I do hate. There's not enough games that I play that require tactical thinking.
I've realised that the hard way, because I was like, you know, I was just kind of running in, and I was leveling up the wrong characters. Like, I was leveling up like the characters that didn't need leveled up. Like, there's one character you get. He's completely OP. He can one hit.
Oh yeah, is that
He can.
It's like on the Game Boy Advance when you get like a paladin. It's just he's totally brilliant, but his stats are crap later on.
Yeah, it's like he levels up slower than everyone else, but for like quite a bit in the game, he'll just one hit everything, and he like everyone else will do like 1 damage to him. And I was like, I was using him to like attack all the enemies, not knowing like, oh, but then I won't be able to level up my other characters that need it more.
Yeah, here, I'm just going to give a top tip. If you take his weapon away, he can't counter, and if you hit like a one-way hallway, you can put him there. Then everybody attacks him. If you get a ranged person behind him, you just kill everything.
Right, yeah.
It's an easy way to train them up without any danger. That's what I done. I remember there's a mission on the 7th one where you have to wait like 14 turns. I set him down and like another person with really high defence at the front and just use my archers, use this to level them up because it was just a constant stream of folk, and they got like 4 levels of it and it was a beast.
Nice.
There's one thing I need to ask. On the 3DS one, I don't know how far you are, but
I'm not
have you
far.
came across... Yeah, you got a character who's like completely crap, and he's like class is just low. He's not the same class as everybody else. Because on the Game Boy Advance, you got like this class who was weaker than everybody else, but he went up into another like if you just said like the starter classes and the advanced classes. He would start off as like a beginner class,
Right.
then go into the starter, then go into
I
the
think
advanced,
I
and he'd be
do
much better.
because there's this like side mission where like this little farm boy like is helping you, and like if you level him up in the battle, he'll join your team. But he's crap. Like it's really hard to level him up.
Yeah.
So
like,
that might be what you're. I know because like when he's leaving, his mum's like, "Oh, I know you're going to be like a hero or something." So maybe that's something similar.
Yeah. Might be it. Like, because I really like that type of thing, yeah. Like, because on it, you got 3 of them. You got a warrior, like a beginner warrior, a beginner mage, and a beginner knight. And pretty much it was really good because with the warrior, you could turn him into like, you could go more variety of what he could be. Like with all of them, like the mage, you could turn him into a fucking summoner. And like, the summoners are like, you only on that game you only got like 1 summoner. And you had like 1 potential summoner, and you had him. So summoners were really rare, and it was really good to have like that freedom.
Right.
Like, you'd be like, I didn't really need 3 summoners. I'll have another mage dude or something.
Right. Yeah. Perhaps we should explain like Fire Emblem is like a turn-based strategy game for the Game Boy Advance or the newer ones for the 3DS. It's how would you say it? Because I don't know, it's like maybe a turn-based strategy role-playing game or something.
Yeah, it's pretty much like an RPG. You hear like the different characters and their classes, and you can level them up. And you hit like at level 10, you can promote them with a specific item.
Nice.
You can level them up to level 20 though, and that's what you should do. You should level everybody up to 20, then promote.
I don't think that works
Then
on
they
it
cost-
works like that on the.
Does it know?
Well,
I can't.
I don't know because I'm pretty sure I got like my guy, like the one you create. I got him up to like level 11 or something. It didn't give me like an option to do that. So.
Well, no, you need a specific
Ah,
item to
okay,
promote.
right.
Pretty much, you get them up to level 20. Like when you promote, they'll go back down to level 1, and you can like get more stats buffs if you level it up to 20 and then promote.
Alright.
It's really good, and it's got a
I
quite
would recommend
good
it.
variety. Yeah. Like it's enough characters to just allow you to do it.
Yeah.
So we're hitting like
We're hitting
an
the hour,
now.
so I don't know. Maybe if this, I think probably the episodes will be about an hour, unless if you want it longer, shorter. If it's too long, tell us in the comments. If it's too short, if you would like us to talk more, or you like us to talk for longer, again, just tell us in the comments. If you have anything to say, comment, please. We need feedback.
And as well as like, subscribe.
No.
Please.
No.
Oh, come on. No, we need comment, like, and subscribe. Do everything.
Please ignore him. I'll edit that out and post anyway. Right. Okay. One thing. The schedule is going to be. If you're still listening, you're probably going to be interested in what the schedule is going to be. Hopefully, we're going to try and get out 2 videos a week. One on Monday and another one on Friday. But if you would like more, maybe we could maybe squeeze a 3rd one in there somewhere. That's what she said joke. Also,
God.
we're in Scotland, Britain, so the time zone would be a bit weird. We might upload it at like midnight where you are, but it'd be early here, so time differences are very annoying.
Oh yeah.
So
I think what it is like if we upload it at like 7 p.m. it'll be like midnight on like the east coast of America, maybe.
nah, America's like behind us. Yeah, it'll be like 11 o'clock. No, yes, no. Yeah, it'll be like.
All right, well, whatever. Like, just it doesn't matter. It'll be out when it's out.
Yeah, it'll be out when it's out. So if you like this, please subscribe, and we'll, like I said, 2 episodes a week, one on Monday, one on Friday. And I suppose that's it. So we'll see you. We'll see you on episode 2. I suppose. Do you have anything?
Well, you'll hear us on episode 2.
Yeah. Well, our pictures are in my pictures, your drawings in the thing.
My amazing drawing of pure artistic beauty.
Okay, now we're just rambling. Do you have anything
right,
to say? Anything to say?
Nah.
No? Okay, well, anything we discussed, we'll try and find a link and put it in the description. And I suppose that's it. So, yeah.
Signing out.
See ya.